Hey, what's up, stock compounders? Brad here. So it has been a while since I've talked about channel monetization. Okay. I want to peel back the curtain here since it's been a while since I've talked about that to let you know how my monetization is progressing for this YouTube channel, Stock Compounder. So I want to take you through each month since I first got monetized at the end of July to kind of track what that progress has been like. What am I earning from this YouTube channel? Because you beautiful people are taking the time to sit through my ads, which I really appreciate. So just a little bit of backstory. It was near the end of March, kind of when this pandemic started. I decided I'm going to make a video per day until I get monetized. Okay. Now, it took me a little over 4 months from the end of March to the end of July before I was able to get monetized. It took about 3 months to hit my 1,000 subscriber metric, and then it took almost 4 months to hit 4,000 watch hours in the last 365 days. And you need both of those things in order to join the YouTube Partner Program, which is where YouTube runs ads on your videos and you kind of get to split the revenue. It's kind of crazy that now they're putting ads on channels that aren't monetizing and not sharing that revenue with the content creators. Hopefully, they're just testing that and they won't actually continue doing that. But I guess it's motivation for people who are making videos to really, bang the pavement until you hit those two metrics so you can actually start sharing in those rewards from those YouTube ads. But anyway, let's get into the numbers here. So you can see the last day of zero revenue was Sunday, July 26th. So there were 5 days at the end of July where I collected money from ad revenue. And you can see here, I started at $1 a day, got up to $6.23, and then dipped down again. So in July, in those last 5 days of July, I made almost $20, okay? About $4 per day for that last 5 days. So let's flip over to the next month, August, and see how that compares to that $4 a day in July. So my first full month as a YouTube creator, I made $273, okay, which I was pretty pleased with. You might think, well, $273 is not really going to change anything for anybody, right? But I understand compounding. I understand that you start with a little, you start with $4 a day, and it may feel like it's building slowly. But as we get to the end of this, you're going to see, there's an inflection point where things start to take off a little bit. So in the month of August, it ranged from, just under $4 per day, just under $18 per day, $17.88 for an average of $9 per day in August. So let's take a look at what September held. September 1st through September 30th. Let's check it out. Okay, a little bump. So 362 approximately dollars for the month of September. And you can see the range here is $7.55 up to, again, just shy of $18 per day. I still haven't cracked the $18 per day mark in the second full month here. So in September, on average, I made $12 per day. So the last month, August, was $9 a day. Now we're at $12 per day. So let's see what October holds. Actually, I think I can just click that. Yes. So, about the same. October was about the same as September. $364 in October. But we're bumping. Well, the low was a little bit less than the month before, just under $7. And Okay, I just cracked through $18, but fell short of $19. $18.82 was my peak day in October, and that was the last day of October. So that gives me some hope, right, for November. All right, it's trending upwards. Clearly see that. So let's see what November has held so far. Again, same $12 per day in October. September and October both $12 per day. So November, let's look at the first 24 days of November, which brings us up to yesterday. So this is getting a lot more interesting for me. The first 24 days of November, still a pretty low, around $5 in early November. But check this out, guys. I broke through $40 per share. $40. I'm so used to talking about stocks. I broke through $40 in one day on November 17th. $45 in one day. Now, I was pretty psyched about that because I hadn't broke through $20 per day yet. So $45 in one day. The average in November so far has been $21 per day. So, you extrapolate that for the month of November, that's starting to add up to something. That's around $600 in one month. So, we're seeing already from the beginning, we're seeing about a double in, 3 months. We're seeing a double. So that's how I like to kind of track these things in terms of how long does it take to double? Because that's really, how to think about exponential growth, how to think about compound growth. How long does it take to double? So I'm encouraged. I'm very encouraged that it only took 3 months to kind of double my ad revenue on YouTube. So that's how the ad revenue is going. I want to take a look at kind of the long-term trend of views, watch time, and subscribers. I think that might be interesting for you guys. So if we take it back an entire year, so this is really where I started making a video per day back here. You can see I was getting under 100 views per day. Somewhere around 50, let's call it. And then, it started to creep up. You can see here, it's very choppy, guys. This is not a smooth growth curve. None of these metrics are smooth, which is great. It reminds me of stocks. When you get 100 bagger in your portfolio, it is not going to be a straight line up. That's why it's so hard for people to hang on to these great long-term compounders, because it's not a smooth ride. And it's easy to want to dip out when there's bad news. And the stock price, I think I heard something like Amazon has dropped more than 90% a couple of times since it IPO'd. So how many people do you think have actually held on to Amazon since the IPO, of the people who got in at the IPO? And it's the same thing for making YouTube videos. It's a bumpy ride. Okay, and you can't really take that personally. You've got to stay the course and ride out the ups and downs. I know for me, it's easy to get euphoric when things are going really well, and it's easy to get kind of down when the numbers dip. But it's really about staying the course. That's the game with making YouTube videos and growing a YouTube channel. So you can see here, very choppy. And then right about here, November 11th. Guys, this is super recently. November 11th. I mean, that's 2 weeks ago. Something shifted. There was an inflection point where, for all this time, it had felt like somewhere around 1,500 views a day. I was kind of bumping up against that. I couldn't break through it. And then all of a sudden you got a pop. And I got, what is this? Help me out here, guys. 3,768 views in one day. That's crazy. I was pretty stoked on that day. So, this is kind of the trend line of not even trend line. This is how choppy the road is in terms of getting views on YouTube. Obviously, this isn't going to be the same experience for everyone, but this has been my experience. Let's look at the watch hours. Similar type graph. You see a pop recently. 383 hours in one day of people watching my videos. That is crazy. That is just bonkers. So that's the watch time in the last year. And then you've got subscribers here. I mean, for a long time, even here, like you can see, it kind of ran up. I got a pop. I think that was the day I did a collaboration with Investing with Tom. That might have been the day. No, I think that was this pop. But maybe I think that was this pop here. 48 subscribers in one day. But I think I got a shout out from Investing with Tom or something on this day, and so there was a pop. But you can see, even though it popped on these two peaks here, I was back down here, guys. I was averaging around 10 subscribers a day. And then all of a sudden, a couple weeks ago, you got, boom, a pop here. And now I had, what is this? 62 subscribers in one day. That was the most I've ever had. So, it just goes to show you, don't let what happened yesterday with your metrics dictate what you do. There's going to be a lot of noise in the signals. You've just got to stay the course. And this is pretty cool. So in just the last, 4 months, I've been monetized for about, I think it's almost exactly 4 months now. $1,500 from YouTube. That's pretty awesome, guys. So it's starting to build up to some real money here. And I'm not making this video to brag at all. I am making this video to inspire some of you who are just getting started. Maybe you haven't hit even 100 subscribers yet. You're really in the weeds because it takes just pounding the pavement for a year, maybe more than a year, before you hit those metrics of 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours before you can see some monetary returns from your YouTube channel. But I hope this video inspires you to stay the course and to just keep pushing on. I think Investing with Tom, it took him over a year, I believe, to flip on monetization. And what I did is I was curious, how many videos did it take before he was monetized? Not how long, but how many videos? And I think it took like 90 videos. And so, I challenged myself. I said, well, what if I make a video every day? Can I get monetized in that same 90 videos and just compress the timeline? And I wasn't quite able to do it in 90 days. It took an extra month. But, I'm pretty happy with the results. So a few tips for any of you who are getting started, if you're struggling at all. The biggest successes from me in terms of kind of my strategy was making a video every day, regardless. Even if you think your video sucks, just put it out there. If it sucks, YouTube isn't going to show it to anyone, so it's fine, right? You just make a video the next day. You just keep going, and you're going to get better over time. Nobody makes a great video the first time they put out a video, or even the first 5 times, the first 10 times. If you want proof, I encourage you to go to Financial Education Jeremy's channel. This guy has just blown up. I think he's, last time I checked, I think he was at 500,000 subscribers. But go to his videos and sort by oldest, and you can see the first videos he ever made. And they are horrible. They are just, I shouldn't say that, but clearly he is uncomfortable in front of the camera. He's just, and they're like a minute or two long. You know, what is a checking account? What is a savings account? Very basic. And I'm so glad he left those up because it's a reminder to everyone who's just getting started. Hey, you know, this is a long game, okay? We don't have to hit a home run in the first inning. And so that's advice. The second huge piece of advice I would give, and this is going to be really hard for people, maybe even harder than making a video every day. Forget about editing. I don't edit any of my videos, guys, and it doesn't seem to have slowed me down, okay? There are definitely moments like when my camera feed freezes, I have to, you know, turn it off and then turn it back on. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. But you know, if editing is going to slow you down, if editing is going to prevent you from making a video every day, forget about editing. Okay? Just hit record, do the best you can, just speaking off the cuff, have a page of notes if it helps you. If you're too nervous to speak off the cuff, I certainly was when I was getting started. But just do it. Just hit record, hit stop, upload, you know, design a little thumbnail in Canva, and, you know, do a little research on tags and keywords, and, you know, some copyriting in the title. It's not that complicated. Just look at what's working for other YouTubers in your niche. So much of what I've done has been looking at, you know, Ryan Scribner, financial education, Andre Zick, Graham Stephan. You know, what's working for them. Go to their videos, sort by most popular. What's working, and then just shamelessly clone. You know, that's one of my top strategies as an investor. It is definitely one of my top strategies as a YouTube content creator. See what's working for others. And, you know, things like stock market crash, you know, YouTubers love talking about the stock market crash that's coming. Do this now. And you guys, that's not for me. I'm not a forecaster. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, next week, next month in the stock market. So you don't have to do what's working best for other YouTubers. In fact, I would encourage you not to if it doesn't feel like you're being true to yourself. Because your audience, you know, they're going to sense that. They're not going to resonate with it. Create content that you're actually interested in. Because one of the best things about making videos for me is I have learned so much. When I have to teach a concept that I've been, you know, exploring or kind of researching, when I have to teach it, I realize just how much I don't know about that thing. And then I have to patch up all the holes so I can actually teach it. And it's such an incredible tool for my own learning as an investor. So that might actually be the number one reason to create content on YouTube, to really learn a skill, to learn a craft, to learn investing, or, you know, whatever you're curious about, whatever you're passionate about. So anyway, guys, I'll step off my soapbox. That was a long monologue that I didn't even know I was going to deliver. But just wanted to open up my my monetization metrics for my YouTube channel. Let me know if you have any questions at all about this stuff. And with that, I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.